Can you identify yourself, please? Resource person.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, honorable members of the committee. I'm Maria Ginesha Rivera Guillermo. I'm actually the officer in charge of the Government Procurement Technical Support Office. I'm as well as an appointed Deputy Director General, Your Honor.
All right. Based on the data, Mr. Chair, from the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, among the top 15 contractors that have been named by the President, the following had a poor and unsatisfactory contractor's performance evaluation. Tama po ba? Nagbigay po kayo ng ilan? Tama po ba itong report ng PCIJ, itong SunWest, Legacy, EGB, Equiparco, MG Samidan, LRTK Builders, ay ilan lamang at High Tone at Real Road Edge, ay ilan lamang sa mga kontratista na may poor or unsatisfactory contractor's performance? Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, the CPES report or the Contractor's Performance Evaluation System report bears those po as the unsatisfactory po na rating nila sa CPES. Just to clarify, if I may, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, the CPES is posted po sa GPPB website. However, this is being provided po by the CIAP po. And it's part of our mandate to be providing this po as part of our transparency measure with respect to government procurement.
So totoo po ito, yung report na ito pong 8 contractor na ito out of the 15 that were named, meron po silang poor unsatisfactory performance. Tama po?
If we,
Ma'am,
Mr.
just
Chair,
say kung tama or hindi po tama.
it bears, yes, Your Honor, it's in the report po.
All right. Now, my next question, what do you do pag meron po mga unsatisfactory na mga report na ganitong contractor? Ito po ba ipopost lang ninyo? Hindi nyo pa bibigyan ang DPWH, ang PICAB na report na at pagkatapos po, correct me if I'm wrong, pag may mga ganito po poor performance, di po ba bina-blacklist po ninyo ito? Tama po din ba itong report na natatanggap ko? They're blacklisted?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, may I clarify po that the CPES report is prepared by the CIAP.
Okay.
And then the CIAP is actually having a lot of CIAP implementing offices, which of course they have to accredit. One of which is meron po ang DPWH na tinatawag po nilang CPES unit po, implementing unit. So they do this, the report is coming from them, it's being consolidated and given to the PDCB, the Philippine Domestic Construction Board. And then, binibigay po yun na copy sa amin, sa GPPB TSO, as part po, kaya po pinopost din po namin yon. Ngayon po, when it comes now to the rating, we do not do the blacklisting because this is the part po yan ng procuring entity. Now, if I may explain further po, what's the purpose of the CPES rating insofar as the procurement law is concerned? Under RA 9184 po, before this is only being looked into kapag ka-part po siya ng submission to support po yung single largest completed contract ng isang contractor. Meaning po, kapag magbibid po sila, yun po ay hinihingi as part po ng SLCC, yung sinusuportahan po niya. Pero, hindi po yun automatically na tinitingnan kasi kung halimbawang nag-submit din po yung ating bidder ng notice of yung acceptance, then our certificate of final acceptance, then that is only an alternate, an option po yung CPES. But under now sa ating procurement law, NGPA, 3 bagay na po na ginagamit na po yung CPES. Although even under RA 9184, it's already basis for blacklisting. But the blacklisting is at the end po yun ng procuring entity. So, that's the ground po for blacklisting under even RA 9184. Now, under RA 12009, it's now being considered as one of the ways to determine po yung eligibility, capacity po ng ating subcontractors. So, nire-require na po yun as part of the submission if there would be any subcontractors. Number 2 is the same pa rin po as supporting document din po siya ng single largest completed contract, pero hindi po siya yung automatically, option po siya. Kasi kung nakapag-provide naman po yung ating yung bidder for that project ng kanyang certificate of final acceptance, then they are able to no longer look into the CPES. Pero third, which is also very strengthened under RA 12009, is the requirement na yung CPES po could be the basis for blacklisting. But as I would emphasize, it's not GPPB Technical Support Office nor even our GPPB who's doing the blacklisting, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So kayo nga ang nagba-blacklisting.
No, Mr. Chair.
Sino po ang nagba-blacklisting sa mga
it's-
kontraktor na ito na may poor unsatisfactory performance?
It would
Which
be the
agency?
procuring entity. It would be the agency, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
You mean to say the DPWH, is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Let me go to the Department of Public Works and Highways. Mr. Chairman, my question is, ano po nangyari dito? DPWH, Mr. Chair, bakit hindi po natutunugan na blacklisted po ito, poor unsatisfactory performance, o meron pong itong mga slippage kung tawagin? Bakit nakalusot lalo na po itong sila Diskaya? Napakadaming proyekto dito, napakadaming poor unsatisfactory performance, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chairman, sa napakaganda at importanteng tanong. Yan din po ang tanong natin nung tayo po ay pumasok sa DPWH nitong nakaraang 2 linggo. At to give you a straight answer, Mr. Chairman, tingin ko po, ito pong mga CPES na ito at iba pang mga safeguards at iba pang mga dapat gawin ng ahensya ay hindi po ginagawa nitong nakaraan. That is the simple answer. In fact, Mr. President, ang nakakagulat pa po dito, hindi lang po bad performance ang hindi na-monitor at hindi na-actionan. In fact, marami po tayong nakita na isiniwagat na rin po ni Senator Lacson, ang ating chairman, sa kanyang privilege speech. Marami pa po dito mga proyekto na hindi lang bad for performance, no performance at all. In fact, marami pong mga ghost project na on record, may mga papeles po tayo, at ito nga po ang naging basehan natin sa mga kasong final natin ditong nakaraang linggo, na kahit na ang term ng kontrata, for example, 250, 300 days, lumalabas po sa mga papeles, miraculously, natapos po kuno itong mga proyektong to at nabayaran po itong ibang mga contractor dito within months.
Alright.
Sign po ito nitong mga ibang nandito ngayon as completed at nabayaran po itong mga kontratang ito. So clearly po, hindi po ginagamit itong CPES at kung ano-ano pang mga dapat ginagamit ng ahensya para i-monitor ng tama ang implementasyon ng mga proyekto. That is the straight answer po that I can give the Honorable Committee. At nakikita po natin ito hindi lamang sa mga kontrata sa Bulacan, kundi nakikita na rin po natin ito sa ibang kontrata sa iba pang lugar.
Actually, Mr. Chair, sa Bulacan, sa First District, araw lang po ang binibilang eh. At nababayaran po ang contractor. And anyway, in the course of in your investigation, Mr. Chair, what are the ghost projects added to the list and substandard?
Right now po, we have received more than 100 reports already in only 2 weeks of ghost or very substandard projects. And right now po, ang track po ng bagong team sa DPWH ay unang-una dahil nga po nabuo na ng ating Pangulo ang Independent Commission for Infrastructure. Kami po ngayon ay in very, very close coordination sa kanila. Bawat po project na nare-report, nagbubukas po kami ng case file dito. Ini-inspection po natin either personally or yung pong mga ibang kasama natin sa team. Ngayon po kasama na po ang members team ng ICI, lalong-lalo na po ang special advisor ngayon ng ICI na si ang mayor po ng Baguio City, si Mayor Benji Magalong. So, ganun po ang ginagawa natin at kapag nagbi-build up po tayo ng kaso, kada proyekto, ini-inspect po natin, chine-check ang records at pag meron pong nakitang klarong anomalya, either ghost o napaka-substandard at napatunayan po na meron pong mga kontraktor na nabayaran na kahit na hindi pa tapos or non-existent ang proyekto, immediately po bumubuo na po tayo ng kaso na either ifa-file or in this case po na nabuo na po ang komite, ang komisyon, pinapasa na po natin sa komisyon.
Alright, Mr. Chair. Bilisan na lamang po natin ang pagsasagot po, Mr. Chair, kasi po marami po pong nakapila at only
Pasensya na po, Mr. Chair.
2 minutes and 39 seconds. Now, I understand po because you're explaining it properly. Ang tanong ko lamang po kasi, so, will you agree with me na may collusion po talaga? Yung mga dating opisyal na DPW simula sa taas hanggang sa baba, hanggang sa mga district engineer, project engineer, nakikipagsabuatan sa mga kontraktor para kumita.
Absolutely agree, Mr. Chairman.
Alright. Ito yung sinasabi ko, Mr. Chair, na marami tayong ahensya na dapat, kung ginawa ng trabaho lang ng GPBB, ginawa ng DPWH ang trabaho nila, may iwasan po ito kaagad eh. May mga stopgap measures eh. Kagaya po sa DPWH, nandyan po yung tinatawag na Bids and Awards Committee, nandyan po yung Technical Working Group, na pwedeng harangin po kaagad na, oops, may red flag pala ito. Uy, teka muna, meron mo pala ito mga substandard, meron pala ito mga ghost project, dapat di na po pinapalusot. Tama po ba? Dapat doon pa lamang po napigilan na.
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
Alright, let me go to the, nandito po ba ang SIAP? May representative po ng SIAP or PCAB? PCAB. What did you do? Meron po kayong mga listahan galing po sa SIAP. I'm sure binibigyan kayo ng SIAP na listahan, sabi ng GPBB, ng mga unsatisfactory, poor performance sa mga kontraktor. Bakit patuloy pa rin at hindi nakakansela ang lisensya? What is the reason?
The list, Your Honor, is given to PDCB, the Philippine Domestic Contractors.
Kindly identify yourself.
I'm Pericles P. Dakay. I'm the chair of PCAB, Your Honor.
Former chair? Chair.
Yeah.
Former. Is he the
For-
former chair?
They resigned.
Okay. So, alam ho ninyo, under po sa Republic Act 4566, may kapangyarihan po kayo na mag-imbestiga at aksyonan ang anumang mga kontraktor o isuspende, i-revoke ang kanilang lisensya. Tama po ba yon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Bakit hindi nga po nasuspende, patuloy, lalo na po itong mga diskaya, nakakuha pa ng bilyon, daan-daang bilyong kontrata? What did you do?
We act, Your Honor, when there is a complaint that is forwarded.
So,
to our
kung
agency.
wala pong complaint, hindi po kayo kikilos. Tama. Dahil walang complaint, hindi kikilos. Though meron po kayong katibayan, may report na na poor performance yung kanilang trabaho, substandard, hindi po kayo kikilos.
No, Your Honor. There was no report that was forwarded to us regarding substandard performance from.
Hindi kayo binigyan ng SIAP dahil the GPBB is saying na galing sa SIAP yung mga report ng substandard? Or are you lying?
No, I'm not lying, Your Honor, because
Kasasabi lang po ng GPBB kanina na galing sa SIAP. Under kayo sa SIAP, di po ba?
Yes.
Dapat po kayo po nag-iimbestiga rito. Bakit hindi po?
that's the Philippine Domestic Construction Board, Your Honor.
Kaya nga po, hindi kayo binibigyan ng kopya na SIAP.
No, Your Honor.
Hindi kayo binibigyan. O siguro kasi busy lang din kayo sa paghahanap ng proyekto sa gobyerno. Kasi isa sa mga requirement, dapat kontraktor ang mga board member ng PCAB. Mr. Chairman, member ng PCAB. Mr. Chairman, I have, for your information, I have filed a resolution to review. We have to review this law kasi kalokohan po ito. It directly go against dito sa sinasabi nating conflict of interest, Mr. Chair.
Yes, kindly wind up because you have 10 seconds left.
No,
Thank
that's
you.
all. That's it for me, Mr. Chair. I'll just do another round of questioning in the second round, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Senator Erwin Tulfo. Senator Pangilinan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Magandang umaga. Ang ilang mga katanungan, direkta na sa mga tanong.